Mr. Ngobese, thank you very much for making the time to speak to us. What will it take for you to switch sides?
Good morning, Koli, and good morning to your viewers at home. The IFP is still committed on the 2016 agreement that we had with the DA and other coalition partners. So we haven't changed anything yet. It is true that Mayor Mashaba will be going, but remember, we did not make an agreement with an individual, but with the party, which is the DA at this point in time. In
other words, therefore, you're very much willing to work with Funzela Ngobeni, who's been put forward as the DA mayoral candidate in Johannesburg.
Well, as far as we're concerned as IFP, we are still committed to that arrangement, and we're happy to work with Mr. Ngobeni as a mayoral candidate.
Mr. Ngobese, but you are in negotiations with the ANC, and how far are those negotiations about Johannesburg?
Well, immediately after Mashaba indicated that he will be resigning next week, we've been approached both by the DA and by the ANC to say, can we have talks? Remember, this kind of talks are handled by our national leadership. At this point in time, it's Honorable Naren Singh, who's our Treasurer General of the party. So he's the one who's handling it. But we, of course, as a provincial leadership, we are entitled to make suggestions here and there. But there were meetings, but nothing concrete has come up of it.
What are those suggestions that you are making to your national leadership?
Well, the suggestion is that we stick with our 2016 agreement, but the DA has approached us to say they want a broader coalition, a mega coalition, where the ANC and the DA and the IFP will be part of it. So would
that ever work? Would the ANC ever agree to work with the DA?
I don't think I can't see that. I can't see that working. But we will then wait for our national leadership to tell us exactly which way to go.
What are the non-negotiables?
Well, non-negotiables are the issues where our constituency, especially your hostel and the surrounding informal settlement, have not been serviced under the mayorship of Mashaba.
Yet you're still willing to work with the DA?
Well, it's not Mashaba that we agreed to work with, but it's a party, like I said earlier. We will hope that with the new mayoral candidate, Mr. Ngobeni, things will be better going forward.
Your negotiations with the ANC hinge on possible agreements in KZN. Which municipalities are you looking for there? And if those agreements are reached in KZN, would that translate to you in Johannesburg agreeing to work with the ANC?
Well, anything is possible, but remember, the ANC has taken the IFP to court in Abakolusi, which is your Friat area, as well as Chozini, and those issues are also on the table nationally to see what is the best solution, where we can find a solution going forward.
All right, so the ANC is taking you to court there, so yes. Perhaps if those are ironed out, you possibly might change your mind about Johannesburg.
Yeah, only time will tell. Only time will tell. But the party is meeting again this coming weekend to further deliberate on these issues.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Alco Ngobese, he is the IFP Secretary here in Gauteng.